world saw Jaxson Hayes make the leap at the NBA Summer League. His dunk on Michael Mulder, the stuff of every Hooper's nightmare. Who could have dreamed of all of this back in 2017 when Hayes was a backup for Mulder? We caught up with him as he prepares to take flight his rookie season with the New Orleans Pelicans. You know, from NBA draft night on the 20th to Summer League to going down to New Orleans, all this stuff that's going on. You've visited some amazing cities now that I think about it. I mean, from New York to Las Vegas and New Orleans, et cetera, et cetera. What's this process been like for you, man?
This process has really just been kind of a great experience, being able to see all these different places, go meet all these new different people, just getting a bunch of really great opportunities, just a blessing, really.
Let me ask you about draft night, man, because I know we were all watching in anticipation. I was at the Mulder draft party, actually, and it was crazy to see, like, I would say it was probably 100, 200 people there.
That's what I saw from the video.
Yeah, and you weren't even there.
I know.
People just watching on TV, watching you know, get drafted. When you see that kind of stuff like that, the support, I would think, was incredible to kind of get from your hometown high school, right?
Yeah, it's definitely great. Just, I mean, really everywhere at home now, just everybody shows love, which is really awesome. I mean, gotta love everybody at home because, I mean, they've always been there. They're the first people I ever knew.
Let me ask you, what did you know, I guess, that night, and what was that draft night like for you? Was it nerve-wracking? Were you just having fun? How do you kind of take in that night when you know your life is going to change dramatically from that point on?
Draft night was really just more of like, I really got anxious, really anxious. I was just sitting there just like, when's my name gonna get called? When's my name gonna get called? I had no idea what was gonna happen. But I mean, when I got called, it was just great, just happy. I mean, happy my whole family was there with me.
Were you worried? Are you telling yourself as you're walking up on the stage, don't trip, don't, yeah, I mean, what's going on through your mind as you're going up to that?
Just 1,000 things running through your head, just like, don't trip, make sure you're looking good, make sure you put the hat on the right way. I kind of messed up with my hair, if I'm being honest.
Try to make sure you have that nice swag walk kind of going across stage, because you know everybody's going to look at that for the rest of your career.
Yeah.
You don't seem like the type of dude that really gets anxious, though. You seem like a really nice, even-keeled kind of dude. Was being anxious, was that kind of a new experience for you?
Yeah, that was, I normally don't get that, like, anxious or, like, anything like that, but, I mean, for such a big day, it's definitely, you're definitely going to.
Did you cry at all?
I was close when I hugged my mom. Like, a few tears shed down my eyes, so I guess technically, yeah.
You have your whole family there, and then the news drops. You know, you're getting drafted by the Hawks, but you're going to New Orleans. What's that like? I mean, you get a taste of the business really quick. The day one, you're getting a taste of what real life business is like in the NBA.
Well, really, when they called our name, like when they called my name, I knew it was New Orleans because my agent had told me. So I just was kind of expecting New Orleans. So I didn't even really think about Atlanta at all, which was good.
What's it like being part of a Woj bomb? I mean, a lot of us don't know what that's like to get that, you know, the Adrian Wojnarowski dropping your name and letting you know what's going to happen to you before you even know. What was that like?
That was pretty crazy. I really was just kind of going with the flow with that. So yeah.
So you go from draft night. You're there with your family, your mom, your dad, your sister, I know, was there as well. I'm sure were your little brothers there?
Yeah, my little brothers were also there.
I mean, to be able to share that moment with your family, because I know you guys are an incredibly close familial unit. What was it like to be able to share all of that with everybody, the whole Hayes clan? Just
having everybody there was awesome. I mean, my little brothers and my sister, I've never been to New York before, so that was their first time. That was just awesome. Just like seeing them there for the first time, seeing everybody, seeing my aunts and uncles. Being able to hug my mom, hug my dad when that happened was awesome. Walking on stage with my mom and dad was pretty awesome too.
I'm sure it felt like you're exhaling, but at the same time it's like, okay, well, the work really starts now.
Yeah, it was, I mean, it's really just the start of your new life. I mean, from there on, it's just a whole different life now.
Let me ask you, so from draft night to Summer League, you're kind of in that limbo mode where you're part of a team, you know where you're going to play, you know who you're going to be playing with, you know what city you're going to be in, but you can't play because the trade hasn't been completed. What was that like? What were those 2 weeks like?
That was really annoying, if I'm being honest with you. I went out to LA and just could only work out with my trainer out there, and then when I got there to Vegas, we couldn't even practice with the team.
Really?
We were just standing there watching. Me and the two other draft picks, Nikhil and Didi, could practice though by ourselves in a high school gym away from everybody else with just like 3 coaches in there. And that was it. So, I mean, that was really annoying, but I mean, it is what it is. And Yeah.
You finally get on the scene and you shut the thing down. I mean, you blow up literally Twitter. What was that like? I mean, when did you know that you had blown up Twitter, NBA Twitter, ESPN, SportsCenter, the whole country?
I really didn't I didn't get to see the dunk until after. So I just thought it was kind of like, I knew I dunked on the guy, but I didn't know it was that bad. And I actually saw the video after. I was like, dang, this is getting out of hand. It's crazy. I checked my Instagram, was tagged in 200 videos, gained 40,000 followers. It was crazy.
Does that stuff, I mean, when something like that happens, when you get that kind of immediate gratification for something that you do, how do you not let something like that go to your head? How do you approach that when something like that happens?
I mean, you really just kind of have to move on from it. I mean, I know you want to live in the moment and celebrate, but you really just have to move on, focus on the next game, because we played 2 days after, so we just had to focus on the next game.
Did you say anything to the dude after you dunked on him? Because I feel like I know what the guy's name is, but everywhere I read or every time I see it, it's like a Chicago Bulls player. No one mentions his name. I mean, what did you say anything to him after that?
No, I didn't say anything to him after that. Actually, as soon as I dunked it, I turned, and my roommate from Texas, his brother, Naz, and Dylan Brooks were there. I just went and dapped them up because they were right there. I didn't say anything to him, though. I just went and dapped them up.
When that dunk happens, I mean, you were pretty high up there. I feel like your head was near the rim. I mean, you get up there pretty high all the time. Have you been that high before? Did you know when you got that ball, you took that one move, did you know that I'm dunking on this dude, no one's getting in my way right now?
Yeah.
Were you aware that he was there?
So I set the pick, and I was rolling, and I saw Nikhil throw it, and I thought no, he was there, so I just thought I open lane. I turned to the hoop and saw him there, and I was just like, all right, he's not going to move, so just dunked on him.
And your name is now known. People knew who you were going into it if they were paying attention to the NBA and the lottery, but now I think you're kind of a household name. Do you feel that?
A little bit. I mean, I try not to think about that too much. I just try to focus on playing basketball, but I mean, there obviously is that part of life where you just you are who you are, so I mean, I'm just embracing that.
What are your kind of personal goals heading into your rookie year?
Just help the team win. We have a few older guys coming in that I feel like can help us a lot too. So just learning from them, trying to play to my best ability at the time I get.
Do you embrace the media attention that you feel like you're going to get? Are you happy that those guys will kind of take some of that away from you? I'm
definitely happy. So after the first game, me and Zion were sitting on the bus, and at the hotel, there's always a bunch of people waiting for us when we get off the bus, and there was about 70 people just waiting there after that game. He goes, dude, those are all for you after that dunk. I was like, no, they're not. And I walked straight in the hotel, no one called my name, everyone called straight Zion.
So even after all of that, it's still Zion.
Yes, and I am 100% fine with that.
How do you feel? What's your relationship like with Zion at this point? How well do you guys know each other?
I mean, it's still a more new relationship, but I mean, he's a great guy. We've been getting to know each other pretty well just throughout being in summer league together and being on the same team. So, I've been looking forward to our friendship and just our being teammates as well.
What do you know about the city of New Orleans? I mean, besides the press conference, have you been down there much?
I didn't even get to go down for the press conference
Okay.
because I was part of the trade. So our press conference was in Vegas, actually. So this will be my first time going down.
Never been to New Orleans before?
Never, ever.
What do you know about it?
I know there's alligators, there's swamps, and there's a lot of really good food.
There's a lot of great food in New Orleans.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, beignets and gumbo. Are you an adventurous eater?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love some seafood. So.
Yeah. Oh, you're in the right place there.
I know. I'm definitely excited to get down there and try some food.
How did this city mold you? What is Cincinnati? What is purely Cincinnati about you?
I feel like a lot of things about me are Cincinnati. The way I eat, obviously, I love Skyline, so that's definitely the Cincinnati.
Does anyone in this city love Gold Star? There's a lot of Gold Star restaurants, but I don't hear anybody say they love Gold Star.
I'm not a Gold Star guy. I'm a Skyline guy. But yeah, just kind of, I feel like Moeller, people I've been around, all my grade schools all helped me a lot, just to help mold me to the person I am. And I'm definitely very happy for that.
Let me ask you a little bit about, as I know you've embraced this sideshow Bob kind of thing. I really like the piece that you got there too. Was that your first big purchase?
Actually, it was part of something I did with a jeweler. I bought the chain, but me and him were kind of made a little deal. So, yeah.
Let me ask you about Sideshow Bob. How much you know about him? Besides the hair, I hope you don't have too many similarities with him. Because he's a villain.
He's a killer.
Yeah.
And I'm a killer on the court. And then, so the hair is the same. I'm a killer on the court. He's a killer. I mean, that's really the only.
He's a sophisticated killer too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
I'm a calm killer.
So much like him. Let me ask you about your hair, man. I think it's something that's also unique and remarkable about you. What's the process? You just wake up, wash it? I mean, is there any product in the hair? What do you do with it?
I normally wake up, hop in the shower, just kind of run it through, and then put some what's it called? I can't even think what it's called. Cantu. I'll put Cantu into my hair, and I'll just get the curls going.
Are you letting it grow out any more from this, or is this kind of the length that you want?
I'll probably keep it around this length. That's what I'm gonna try to keep it, is just around here.